Hey there, let's talk about BlockDAG. Maybe you've heard a bit about it, or maybe it's completely new to you. Either way, you want to pay attention to this. BlockDAG is an innovative blockchain project that has been turning heads with its impressive pre-sale success, raising over $57 million so far. But is it really the game changer it claims to be? Or could it be another crypto scam we need to watch out for? Let's explore all that in today's video and do a complete breakdown of BlockDAG. BlockDAG isn't a totally new idea. It actually came about in 2016 when some researchers, including Yonatan Somplinsky and Aviv Zohar, were trying to solve a big problem in the blockchain world: scalability. At the core of BlockDAG is something called Directed Acyclic Graph, or DAG for short. Traditional blockchains like Bitcoin and Litecoin are linear chains of blocks. Each block is linked to the one before it in a straight line. But BlockDAG is different. It uses DAG, which is like a web where blocks can connect in multiple directions. This means multiple transactions can happen at the same time, making everything much faster and more efficient. Now, let's look at how BlockDAG works. In a regular blockchain, miners compete to add the next block. It's a race, and only one miner wins each time. But with BlockDAG, many blocks can be added at the same time. This is called parallel processing. BlockDAG uses a system called proof of work, just like Bitcoin. This means miners solve complex puzzles to add new blocks. But because multiple blocks can be added simultaneously, the system is much faster and more efficient. Some projects have already started using BlockDAG technology, such as Caspa and IOTA. These projects are exploring how to use BlockDAG for things like super fast payments, secure communication for Internet of Things devices, and more. Let's talk about some of the key features of BlockDAG. These features are what make it stand out from other blockchains. First up, speed. BlockDAG claims it can handle 10 blocks per second right now, but it plans to ramp that up to 100 plus blocks per second in the future. This makes it great for all sorts of real-world uses. For context, Bitcoin processes about 7 transactions per second, or 1 block every 10 minutes. Next, security. BlockDAG is built to be very secure and resistant to attacks. In a traditional blockchain, if someone controls 51% of the network's power, they can cause problems. This is what's generally known as a 51% attack. But with BlockDAG's design, it's much harder to do this, making the network safer. This enhanced security is crucial for users who want to protect their assets and feel confident in the network's reliability. Energy efficiency is another key feature of this project. Traditional blockchains like Bitcoin use a lot of energy because they require tons of computing power. BlockDAG, on the other hand, is designed to be more eco-friendly. It uses less energy, which is good for the planet and for miners who want to keep their costs down. By using less energy, BlockDAG also makes it easier for people to participate in mining, which helps decentralize the network and makes it more secure. Speaking of mining, BlockDAG has some pretty interesting options that set it apart from the crowd. They have a range of mining rigs called the X series, from the entry-level X10 all the way up to the powerhouse X100. But here's the really cool part. You don't need expensive, specialized equipment to get started. BlockDAG has created an app called X1 that lets you mine their coins from your smartphone. This approach to mining is pretty revolutionary if you think about it. It opens up the world of cryptocurrency mining to way more people. You don't need to be a tech whiz or have deep pockets to get involved. Just download an app and you're in the game. It's democratizing the mining process in a way we haven't really seen before. Like other blockchain ecosystems, the BDAG token is the lifeblood of the BlockDAG network. The BDAG token plays several important roles on the network. You can use BDAG for things like paying transaction fees, staking, and accessing decentralized apps and smart contracts built on BlockDAG. So, how many BDAG tokens are out there? The total supply is capped at 150 billion tokens. 50 billion are set aside for the presale that's happening right now, which makes this a great time to get in early if you believe in the project. The rest of the tokens are divided up like this. 53% of the remaining tokens go to miners as rewards for keeping the network running. Another 10% is earmarked for community building. 4% goes to the liquidity pool, and a small 1% slice goes to the team behind BlockDAG. Right now, BlockDAG is still in its development phase. This means the team is hard at work building and refining the technology. But here's a quick rundown of BlockDAG's journey so far and where it's heading. The launch phase. At this phase, the team set the initial value of BDAG coins, created the smart contract, and kicked off their marketing efforts. The development phase. This is where BlockDAG is right now. In this phase, the team is focusing on a few key areas. They're working on the mainnet. They're developing specialized hardware and apps for mining BDAG. They're forming partnerships with tech experts to create better mining solutions. They're doing market research to stay ahead of trends. They're keeping the community updated on their progress. The pre-launch phase. Once the development phase wraps up, the team plans to finish up the mainnet and test it thoroughly, pick up some early adopters to beta test the system, set up a tech support team to help users, run workshops, and training sessions for miners. The final phase. In this phase, they'll conclude the presale, launch the mainnet officially, roll out mining software and equipment, make the BDAG mobile app widely available. BlockDAG is aiming to have its mainnet up and running within 4 months of completing the presale. Now, here's where things get a bit dicey. There's been some controversy swirling around BlockDAG, with some people in the crypto community calling it a scam. It's important we talk about this because you need to have all the facts before you even think about getting involved with any crypto project. Some red flags have been raised that are worth paying attention to. For starters, some people have pointed out that BlockDAG's website and marketing materials look almost too polished. While having a professional appearance isn't a bad thing in itself, scammers sometimes use slick presentations to lure people in. It's a tactic that can make a project appear more legitimate and established than it really is. There have also been questions about the activity on BlockDAG's Discord server. Discord is a popular platform for crypto projects to build communities, but some observers have suggested that the activity in BlockDAG's server might be artificially inflated. This could be through the use of bots or paid actors, which would give the impression of more interest and engagement than there really is. Another big concern is the lack of verifiable information about the team behind BlockDAG. In the blockchain industry, it's often seen as a good sign when project leaders are open about who they are. This transparency helps build trust and allows people to verify the team's credentials. BlockDAG hasn't provided much of this information yet, which is raising eyebrows. There are also doubts about BlockDAG's claims of how much money they've raised. Some people have noticed discrepancies between the reported sales and what can actually be verified. This is a serious concern because inflated sales figures could be used to create a false sense of popularity and success. To make things even worse, a scam verification website called Scam Advisor shows that BlockDAG has a trust score rating of 1 out of 100. For context, Caspa, another proof-of-work blockchain network, has a trust score of 62 over 100, while Bitcoin has a rating of 100 out of 100 on this website. Now, BlockDAG has come out to respond to these concerns and has made some commitments to transparency, which is a positive sign. They've announced plans to release a video revealing their team members and a documentary about the project's development. They're also promising more transparency and regular updates. These are steps in the right direction, but it remains to be seen how they'll follow through. It's worth noting that scam allegations aren't uncommon in the crypto world, even for legitimate projects. The decentralized and often anonymous nature of cryptocurrencies can make it a breeding ground for scams, so people tend to be skeptical of new projects. But these allegations should always be taken seriously and investigated thoroughly. Despite the controversy, some experts are still optimistic about BlockDAG's future. All things considered, BlockDAG represents a promising leap forward in blockchain technology. With its potential for increased scalability, faster transaction speeds, and an innovative approach to sustaining energy efficiency, BlockDAG is definitely an interesting project. However, while the prospects are really enticing for this project, we're sitting this one out for the time being. Possibly until some transparency on the development team emerges and when other scam allegations are settled. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.